Hello viewers, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you are new around here. Today we're going to be on board with two, in my opinion, very underrated players currently going into the major, and an underrated duo as well, and just in general, quite an underrated team, maybe looked over a little bit. And we're on board with Mark by 8, if you couldn't tell by the car or the thumbnail, and obviously Atomic here on the same team. Sorry, just adjust my microphone a little bit there. But yeah, we're on board with Mark and Atomic from G1, and of course their third being Dorito. Now they're all going to the major, well they're already at the major, they're already in America I should say, already in the States, practicing here on North American servers. And yeah, I think they are quite literally the definition of a dark horse team, our G1. They have the potential to upset any team, which is what a dark horse team can do, but a dark horse team really is a team that nobody has winning, that they could cause some damage. I'm not saying they could go and win it all. They certainly could, don't get me wrong, any team can. But they could certainly cause some damage. That was interesting defending by Mark by 8 there. Maybe that wouldn't cause too much damage, but we'll let that one slide. Yeah, we're going to be on board with Mark throughout this replay, and then Atomic in the next replay. I think Atomic is an extremely good player, by the way, for G1. I didn't see Mark by 8 in any top 25 player lists. I would consider putting him in at 25. But I don't know. Atomic with a nice double there off the backboard on the Irish team. I might do a top 25 list. I haven't decided yet. If you want to see that, let me know in the comments below. But I haven't really decided if I want to do that yet or not, because no matter what you do, somebody's going to complain. That's a good kickoff there by Mark, and Atomic could follow up by Mark by 8 to push that ball through the two players on the opposition team. Now, I haven't done my prediction video yet. That will be coming out for the predictions for the major, of how the games will go. I do believe G1 will be solid. I think they will do better than what most expect. And I also think players like Mark by 8, Atomic will perform really well at the major, especially Atomic, because he is a very, very, very good player. And I think Mark's slightly overlooked as well, obviously being dropped from BDS, which nobody wanted to see, nobody liked to see that, because we all like Mark by 8. He's a very good player, seems like a decent person as well. And the good thing is for him, he's made this major and BDS haven't. And I'm not laughing at BDS's failures, so don't get me wrong, but it's good to see a player, you know, come back from that, because it probably hurt him being dropped, obviously, and then to find a team full of Spanish players as well and make the major in San Diego is pretty special, I'd imagine, for him. And he now probably will want to prove what he can really do. He's going to want to get the absolute most out of his travels here to the major, is Mark by 8. And G1 in general, but more so Mark by 8. I think, you know, he's got something to prove. He's already proven that he's good enough to make majors, clearly, because he has with his team, but he's going to want to do that one bit more and go ahead and surprise teams at this major. And I think G1 as a team certainly can do that, and as individuals as well, they can certainly outperform what people expect from them. All three of them. I think Dorito's a very good player as well. But I also obviously rate Mark by 8. Why wouldn't you? He was on one of the best teams ever seen in the game. He was part of that team. So you can't overlook him, and you really can't overlook him. I also just love this car design as well. I don't know if anyone else likes it. I absolutely love this car design. You know you're watching Mark by 8 when you see this car design. What I like is that no other pros have gone for it. Maybe they just don't like it, but it's almost like they've just sort of collectively said, yeah, that's Mark's preset. We're not touching that. That's Mark by 8's preset. But yeah, I like that. Minute and a half remaining in this game. It is all square. I may have spoken a bit too soon there. Good pass from Atomic over to Mark by 8, who was up very, very quickly, beating the opponent to the ball. Well, I say beating the opponent to the ball. The opponent decided to shadow defend and go for a save. Not what was, well, wasn't the right thing to do. Clearly, Mark with a good, accurate shot to the top right corner. Now Atomic looking to go forward again. Mark looking for a bump. Not necessary. Atomic does find the route over the top of the remaining defender, and it's the fourth goal in this game for him and Mark by 8, who both have 2 goals each currently in this game. Atomic here defending off the backboard. A minute and 10 remaining in this game now. Mark going forward there, not connecting with the ball. If he used his flip there, he might have actually got a solid connection and maybe got a decent shot off, but decided against it. Mark with a pre-jump attempt save here, not quite able to reach it. He was looking at the other player on the other team there to avoid that demo, and I think Atomic ended up getting chased as well, and they both just got spooked a little bit there. Atomic not able to make connection, and Mark not able to get back in time with the pre-jump, but they are still in the lead in this game. A goal ahead, and Mark with a decent shot here to the top shelf, top left corner, not able to keep it out are the orange team, and every time I say they are 4-3 ahead or something like that, they score a goal. Mark now with his hat-trick in this game. Oh, look at that. Wise plays from Mark there and Atomic. At the same time, could see that they were going to go for the Spanish kickoff. Again, and they both... Well, Atomic avoids giving the ball away and Mark avoids the demo very cleanly. They didn't get a goal out of it. Would have been very good if they did get a goal out of it. I mean, not often that you see both players avoiding the Spanish kickoff. But these two Spanish players know that kickoff all too well, and that's why they avoided it. They have conceded here, though, late on in this game. Another goal. Bit of a leaky defence from Atomic and Mark Bates so far. I don't know if they play twos too often though. I don't know how good of a duo they are in twos. I think they are a good duo on the preview free team of G1. But Dorito is actually the master 2v2 player on that team, to be fair. Him and CR were always the crazy ranked duo that nobody could beat before CR moved to North America, of course. But 5-4 in this game. There is 3 seconds remaining, a slight chance there for the orange team, but it's not meant to be. Well, the ball is still up here, but it's not a good first touch. The second man comes in and keeps the ball up. Mark here, shadow defending, he pre-jumps to flick. He's going to try and bury this into the ground. Doesn't quite touch the ground just yet, but the orange team can't catch up with the ball there before it hits the ground. So a 5-4 win then for Atomic and Mark in this ranked game. Hat-trick by Mark by 8. We are going to be on board with Atomic in the next game, so let's go ahead and watch that replay now. Okay, replay number 2 on board with Atomic in the Fennec. Like I said, Mark there, as you can see, on his team. I don't believe... I can't remember if these are the same opponents or not. I probably should have checked. But either way, this was played immediately after the previous replay. Almost a goal there straight away for Mark by 8 in this game. But not quite. He cuts infield there to keep the ball, keep the pressure on. That's what he done so well for BDS. Mark was that player that would just break rotations constantly and be a nuisance for the opposition team. He'd done it so well on BDS for such a long time, and you could see him doing it there. I think that's probably a similar role that he'll play on G1 at this major. One of those players that just isn't scared to turn and cut rotations there, just to keep the pressure up against the opposition team. Atomic sneaking the ball over both blue team players there, but does come away with the ball here again. He doesn't actually find a Mark by 8 there with that pass. Mark was already returning to his own net. He does get the save, and that's not a good follow-up shot for the blue team, and Atomic can come away with the ball comfortably here. Off of the sidewall, fakes the musty, decides to catch the ball on the ground, gets past one man, and something Atomic is really good at doing, and as you saw it there, just taking players out of the game like they're not even there. Honestly, really, really good at doing it. He does go for the pre-jump save here. It makes the opponent take the shot and allows Mark Bay to get a comfortable save on the backboard. Smart plays from the gamer's first duo here. Still 0-0 in this game though. Usually 2v2 you'd have seen a goal by now. Not yet though. Again, Atomic baiting the shot out there, allowing Mark to get the save. Atomic with the second save, but it's not a great one. A really good save from Mark by 8. Wow, what a save that is. We might have to come back and look at that one at the end if I remember. Great save from Mark. Atomic almost bundling the ball over the line there with the solid 50. Not quite on target though, unfortunately. And still no goals seen in this game with 2 minutes almost played. Unlikely to see no goals in a 2v2 setting. Atomic trying to offload the ball to his teammate Mark, but not quite finding him. It does get intercepted. Now Mark by 8 pushing up on the ball here. Takes one touch. It's not the best touch as the blue team do come in. Mark faking his touch there. Kind of fakes out Atomic a little bit. Maybe they're not in comms. Atomic here just going for a high pop. Maybe a little bit risky, but really good speed actually to follow it up, to beat out that last man, or the first man. Atomic here against the last man. Plays it off the backboard to Atomic, who keeps a really nice height on the ball. Actually uses the bonnet of his car, or the hood as the Americans say of course. Uses that part of his car just to scoop the ball back up over the top. And it looked a little bit awkward. There was no power in it, but it didn't matter because he found the accuracy and put the ball high above the remaining defender who was falling down. You know, if they're already falling down and you put the ball above them, they're not going to get to the ball. It's not possible because gravity. Mark here looking for a pass to Atomic. Atomic looking for a return pass to Mark. Not quite finding him. Not having any boost to play with here as Atomic, and Mark by 8 there being caught off the line. The pass from Atomic, not a good one though, and it did give possession to the blue team. And yeah, caught Mark out in a 2v1 situation. Not impossible to defend, but hard to defend for most players. And Atomic here not finding over the top of the one-man mark on his own again here. Can he get this read on the backboard? Yes, he can. And Atomic going to cut in here and get a touch for himself off of the sidewall. Immediate reset. Good shot as well. It's not saved, actually. It does go in. I thought it was going to be saved, but not enough contact from the defender. That's a really good goal from Atomic there. Really good landing on the reset. Straight away, his first touch was a reset. And yeah, plenty of power in his shot. Take it to the top shelf. Defender can't stop it. Minute and 50 remaining in this game, and Mark and Atomic have just turned up a little bit here in the last few seconds. The blue team do come forward again, though. Straight over Atomic. Atomic not getting to the ball there on the second hit from the blue team either. And I thought that was going to be defended reasonably comfortably, but Atomic just leaving it a little bit too late with the first man going over straight over the top of him. And yeah, not able to get the second touch either. Mark not able to get a touch himself, and it is all square in this game. A minute and a half remaining. I think Atomic and Mark's offense has been really good as Mark's guys are shot over the blue goal. But yeah, I think their offense has been pretty good. That's not a good touch from the defender. Atomic not making any contact with the ball there though either. Come on guys, do something on offense. I'm about to compliment your offense. Thank you. Oh my god, he nearly missed. He does fire it into the top of the goal. 3-2 for the Orange team, and yeah, their offense has been pretty good. I think their defense just lacking a little bit, but obviously I'm not aware if they play a lot of twos, do Atomic and Mark. I'm not sure. I think Atomic does. I don't know if Mark by 8 does or not. And it's not often you see his name cropping up on the replays on ballchasing.com, so I don't know if he plays a lot of twos, because that's pretty much the only game mode I search. Maybe he plays more threes. I say he doesn't play a lot of twos. I think every pro plays twos, right? I don't think a lot of pros play threes, and most don't play ones, so they've got to be playing something, right? That's a really good passing play from Mark to Atomic, back to Mark. Nice 1-2 play there to make it 4-2 in this game. And Atomic sealing his hat-trick. Actually, he already sealed his hat-trick. That was Mark's goal. Mark by 8 with his first goal of this game. Atomic, yeah, like I said, already sealing the hat-trick. Mark's got 6 saves in this game. So he's done a lot of defensive work. I did say the defense maybe not too good, but Mark has been putting in the saves. Maybe they've just not been good clearance saves, but Atomic, you're up for the pre-jump pass, not able to connect. Mark was looking for him, but not able to connect, and they might concede here. Yep, they are going to concede 4-3 in this game, the third goal for the blue team. But again, that was just a play. They were trying to go for a good play there. Nice pre-jump play. It didn't work. They conceded. That's the risk you take. You know, when you go for good plays like that, flashy plays, you can concede quite easily on a counter-attack. They won't care too much. It is just a ranked game. But it's good to see Mark at the major as this game closes out. I'm glad G1 made it through. That was the team I wanted to see get through, along with other teams, of course. But they were one of the teams that I really wanted to see get through, mostly because I want to see Mark by 8 back at Alan after being dropped from BDS. That is game 4-3 to Mark and Atomic. Good hat-trick from Atomic there. Plenty of saves from Mark as well. Good all-round plays. Underrated duo, underrated players, in my opinion. So that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments below how far you think G1 can go in this tournament. Do you think they are a dark horse team, or do you think they will just be normal, pretty disappointing, or around the level that we expect? I think they can go far. I think they can cause some damage if they put their minds to it. I think they can be a really, really solid team here on LAN. If you are still watching, thank you so much. Leave a like on the video if you haven't done so already, and subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't done so already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all very soon.